Hey, good morning, Facebook. How are you? Hugs from Cozumel, Mexico. Uh, Incentive trips, rewards, all powerful, powerful things. A lot of times we have to take a destination for it. A lot of times we have to go on a trip to think that it's worthy. I can tell you, hey, Lavelia, I can tell you that this idea of being connected, being aware of whether you're in a state of glory, in a state of grace, or in a state of shame. Shame has got some amazing masks that it puts on us. Um, and I say that to say, hey, Elaine, how are you? It's Michael Garcia. How are you? Mahelani, good to see you. Good morning, Rebecca. But this idea of the shame game, I would encourage you to take some time this morning to just be aware of. I'll show you a little of the view here I have from my little cabana. To take some time to be aware of the conversations you're having. In our morning call this morning, our misfit call this morning, get out of your effing way. We talked about shame. We've been talking about shame versus vulnerability, shame versus guilt for the last 4 weeks, the last 4 or 5 days. But a couple of weeks we've been talking about it. And it's a tough topic to have a conversation about. Why? Because nobody wants to talk about shame. Nobody wants to be in that state. Nobody sometimes wants to admit it. This shame game, it hurts all of us. It even hit me this morning before the call. I did something in the group saying, hey, listen, we're on in 4 minutes, because I didn't see, normally if you do Zoom a lot, you can tell when there's audience members there because that little green light is on in front of the Zoom you're about to go live on. Well, I didn't see that green light. I didn't see that little green bubble that said people are already waiting. And I'm thinking, oh my God, my whole group is gone. There's nobody's awake. I go off to Mexico for a day and everybody slept in. So there was a real shame post that I put going, hey, we're going live in 4 minutes. See you from Cozumel. And I got to say, as we're going through the call this morning, I had to just stop everybody. There were amazing conversations. I said, that post I put up, that was a shame post. I was in shame. I thought I was the problem. I thought you all had enough of me. I thought, and it was really, I mean, seriously, I could feel it in my body. And it was just a simple post. Hey, going live in 4 minutes. Now we do those posts to remind the team, but I was doing that post out of a fear because I didn't see that little green bubble. And if you do Zooms, you know what I'm talking about. I didn't see that little green light on that says there's people in the room. There's people in the chat. That's a peacock. First time I heard that in Florida, I thought it was some kid crying for help. I ran to try to find that thing. So anyway, so here's my point. Having a conversation about shame is not a bad thing. But having two people who are in shame having that conversation, that could be a disaster. That could be destruction waiting to happen. Be aware of, as you have conversations with people today, to see where they're at, to hear where they're at, where are they coming from? In today's society, in today's social media connected, we think everybody's all happy, fun, thumbs up kind of thing. I think it's really, really, really important for us to listen to what's not being said. This active listening is so critical in today's society, because there's people who are out there, and we all know this, they're screaming for help. They're wanting help, but they never say it out loud. It's what they're not saying. So be aware of some folks who are playing the shame game. Be aware if we're playing the shame game. Right? Tough topic. Nobody really wants to talk about it. Let's go motivate you and inspire. But we can't get you going until we get you the chains taken off. So that's what I wanted to share with you this morning. It was an amazing call with all of the misfits, right? We call ourselves the high energy misfits. But it was just a great call to watch it unfold and to watch that conversation. So I wanted to say thank you to all of them. Said thank you to all of them from the call, but it was really awakening for me that it hit me this morning. Good morning, Taylor. It hit me this morning, just even before the call. So we're all vulnerable to it. And it's critical that we become aware more of what we're doing and how we're doing it and where we're doing it from, right? What is the true motivation of why we're about to go do what we do? Is it to give glory, to recognize, or to make ourselves feel better? Tough topics, totally get it. Probably not something to be discussed in a 4-minute, 5-minute live, but you know what I'm talking about. I'm looking at all of the people that have joined us and that'll watch. Anybody who's following me, you're leaders, not for no other reason than we need each other. So that's what I wanted to share with you. That's what I wanted to be around, bring around to you is the conversation we had this morning. It was powerful. So love you tons. If you'd like to join us on the morning call, it's non-denominational, meaning it's not company specific. It's just, it's a psychographic of misfits who say, here's what I'm going through, and I'm kind of sick and tired of it, and I want to take the next step. I want to get out of my own way. Love you tons. I appreciate you so much. Hugs from Cozumel, Mexico. Awfully quiet, isn't it? I'll see y'all where? At the next event. Love you tons. Till then, bye for now.